Today's video is very straightforward. I am showing you what I got for Christmas. Stay tuned. Hi YouTube, Autumn Beckman here. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My channel is all about luxury living on a budget, from high-end luxury handbags and small goods to the everyday luxuries of life. If that sounds interesting to you, please make sure you subscribe, click the bell notification icon to be notified when I post new videos, and be sure to like the videos that you enjoy. And one of the perks of subscribing to my channel is you get to see my community post on your YouTube homepage, where I post deals, discount codes, sales, and rare finds related to these beautiful things we love. Well, we are back to our regular handbag shelf environment here, post-Vlogmas. I'm always excited about Vlogmas, and then in the middle of it, I feel like, is this ever going to end? And then by the end of it, I feel like, oh, it's over already? Where did it go? There was so much more I wanted to do. But it is always nice to come back to normal as well. I hope you saw my last video, which was a vlog about our Christmas day. We went over to the Oregon coast and explored that a little bit, and it just happened to be king tides, which are bigger waves and higher tides. They come in farther, and we saw some really spectacular waves and splashes. So if you haven't seen that yet, I will link it below, and I would encourage you to go watch it. There's some really cool footage in that video. Since we left home for Christmas, we didn't take all the gifts with us. We left everything here and just took one gift each. And then the day after Christmas, when we came back home that evening, once we were all settled in, we got a nice warm beverage, we cuddled up with the dogs, and that's when we did our gift exchange. On Christmas morning, we did a Zoom call with my mom and then with my sister and her family, so we could watch their son open the gifts that we gave him. So that was fun. We did get to spend a little time with family in that way. And then when we were home opening our gifts, we Zoomed with my mom to do an exchange of the gifts that we'd gotten for each other. And I have everything over here next to me, so I'm just gonna pull things out and I'll tell you what I got and who it's from. And I got some really nice stuff. Very happy this year. First up is this. It's a little goat milk hand cream from Paul, and it's in the scent Lavender Blossom by the brand Diana. This smells so good. It's goat milk based, by the way. And Paul knows I love lavender, but to me this doesn't smell like lavender. I'm gonna need your help on something. Bath & Body Works, you remember when they were brand new and they had just a select few scents? Those were their original scents for a long time, and then ultimately they got rid of most of them. There was one that I can't remember the name of that this smells just like. It was kind of a pinkish purple bottle, so it wasn't cucumber melon. I don't remember the other ones that they had back then, but it smells just like this one scent from them, which was my favorite scent, and I was so upset when they discontinued it. So it's really cool to know that I can get the same thing from this bottle. Next are these. Some very warm looking socks from Bear Paw. And these are from my mom. I wish you could feel these, they're so soft. And it's funny because in Vlogmas I talked about Beckman, which is goat's milk products. And then Paul gets me this, which is another goat milk product. And then I also talked about Bear Paw, and my mom got me this. And neither of them got them based on Vlogmas, even though they watched Vlogmas. They'd already purchased them prior to me talking about it, so I thought that was funny. Oh, I just noticed one of these is crew length and one is knee high. That's nice. That will help keep me warm in these cold winters. I'm so happy to have cold winters. Paul also got me some Ghirardelli peppermint bark. Now, we all know, Paul included, that Williams-Sonoma peppermint bark is my favorite because it's just hands down the best peppermint bark there is. But Ghirardelli, although it doesn't compare to the Williams-Sonoma, I love the Ghirardelli too, so happy to have this to munch on that is so much cheaper than the Williams-Sonoma. By the way, I don't have it in here with me, but my sister sent us a tin of the Williams-Sonoma peppermint bark, which is really nice because it has two sheets that lay on top of each other of the peppermint bark that are separate, so Paul can have one and I can have one. And then between Paul, my mom, and my sister, I got a total of 5 tins of the Williams-Sonoma hot chocolate, which is excellent because I needed to stock up because they don't carry that all year, and I don't know how bad the winters are going to be and how much chocolate I'm going to be required to consume. Next, and I promise I did get more than chocolate, I got a Terry's chocolate orange. This is my favorite one. It has the popping candy in it, which is like Pop Rocks. I love those. I love the texture of it, and then the little pops in your mouth are always fun. I'm just gonna pull all the candy out first. My favorite Christmas treat besides the Williams-Sonoma stuff, chocolate covered cherries. And Cella's are 100% the best ones because they have the liquid center instead of the cream center. I love these so much. Those were from my mom, and then Paul got this. This is strawberry preserves with champagne, yum, lemon curd, and then orange marmalade. Last Christmas, he got a box of scone mix, and we still haven't made it. That's one of the things I was gonna do during Vlogmas and never did. These will be great when we finally make those. I also got this, which is so cute. This is from Paul. It's an ice mold in the shape of a penguin. Let me give this a little spin there. I haven't opened this yet, so let's take a peek. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. I love penguins. I used to work with penguins. I volunteered to help raise penguins in Galveston at the aquarium there. Look at that, how cute. Can't wait to use that. That's the cutest. I can't wait to have penguins in my drinks. And I got this. This is also from Paul. It's a handmade notebook. You remember during Vlogmas we went to that art show where all the artists were and they had their work out for sale? This is from one of the artists there. And I don't know if it'll show up on screen or not, but there's a very slight glitter all over the whole thing, front and back. Maybe there you can see it a little bit. And I love the jewel design and how it's just the black and white drawings and you can see all the little facets in the cuts. That's so pretty. And it has the blank pages so I can do whatever I want with it, and it's a perfect size. It's by Little Lark. Their website is alittle.lark.com. It says made with love in Portland, Oregon. I'll link that below. Those are all the smaller gifts. Now let's do the bigger ones. First is this. It's from Paul, and it's a box from Joe Malone, London. What could be in here? That cute Christmas ribbon. And it is a candle. This is something I had on my Christmas list. This is Orange Bitters, which is a scent that Joe Malone releases every winter for the holidays, and it is my favorite candle scent ever, probably. I love this so much. It has a very deep, rich orange peel oil kind of smell, but then with some cloves mixed in to give it a little darker scent than the bright orange, and it's just perfect and amazing. I love this scent so much. This next thing, Paul and I bought one for each other, and we also bought one for my mom, and that's this. This is the Ember Thermos. I'll give you a spin of the box here. So it comes with two lids. One has the handle there, and that's completely leak proof, and then you have the drinking lid, which is very similar to a lid on a regular coffee cup. And there's the other side of the box. Now, a few times during Vlogmas, I showed you this, which I can't tip over because I currently have a drink in it. This is my Ember cup. This is a 14 ounce in the metallic bronze. I bought one of these for myself a few years ago, and then I loved it so much I got one for Paul. I purchased them for other people too. It's an electric cup that connects to an app on your phone, and you tell it what temperature you want your drink to be, and it will get it to that temperature and then keep it at that temperature. And we've loved these so much, and they've worked so well for us. We wanted to get the thermos too that was a travel piece. This is really what we need. I think it's 16 ounces. Yeah. This, especially since it has that spill-proof lid, we can take this out hiking when we're on photography trips. We can just take a carabiner and clip it to a bag or put it inside a bag and not worry about it spilling, and it'll still keep our drinks at the right temperature. So really looking forward to using this when we go out. I found one more candy. These are also from Paul. They're from Hammond's, little hard candies. Neither of us have ever had them before, so he just thought they were interesting looking, so he picked them up. I had a red one, I think, the other night, and it was cinnamon flavored, and then he had a green one, which he thought might be lime flavored. So these will be interesting to explore and see what they all are. And my mom gave us cards. Here's mine, very cute. And inside mine is a gift card to Amazon. She said so I can buy whatever I want. And despite that, she also got me this. That's right. Don't adjust your screens. It's Hermes. Now, my mom does not usually shop at Hermes. This is something that was on my wish list. It's something I have wanted for years, and they're always sold out of it. And it goes with a small collection that I have going. And that is pieces from their Mosaic Platinum collection. This is the little sushi tray. I love it. I have the little soy dish. I have 2 teacups and saucers. I think I got those for Christmas last year from my mom and Paul. I also have have 2 dinner platters that are large and beautiful that were a very generous gift from a very dear friend, and I don't know if she'd want me to say her name because you guys would know who she is. She's on YouTube. I will say this, last year when we got married, a few people who are friends on YouTube sent us some very beautiful, generous, luxury gifts. I never made a video about that because being that they're wedding gifts, it just felt too personal. So I haven't mentioned it until now, but those people know who they are and they have been thanked privately. And I did want to mention those plates since they are part of this collection that I have. Let me show you the back of this too. What I love about the mosaic pattern, in addition to all the intricate detail, is this piece here, the logo, which is all mosaic. And why I love that is not just because it's the Hermes logo, it's because I remember when Paul and I went to New York in 2016, it says Mosaic 24, the little Hermes logo and the H in mosaic. Oh, and look at the outside edge too. But when Paul and I were in New York in 2016 or 2014, one of those, I went into Hermes. And when I had lived in New York before, I walked into Hermes once. And that's when I was in school and I was eating like a can of green beans for dinner because that's what I could afford, barely afford. So I had no business being in Hermes, but I was curious, so I looked around. When Paul and I went back, that's the first time I went in Hermes with the intention to buy something. And this was the Madison Avenue store. And I walked in there and I bought 2 Twillies, and I felt very special about that because I had just started to get into buying luxury bags at that time. That was still, my channel was very new then. And one thing I distinctly remember about that store is when you walked in, they had this mosaic pattern on the floor at the entry. So when I see the mosaic pattern, that's what I think of, is that memory in New York. And it comes with a little care booklet, and inside that, speaking of floor mosaics, it says that this pattern pays tribute to the mosaic adorning the floor of 24 Faubourg, and that it's a combination of antique Greek, Art Deco, and contemporary arts. And it does actually have platinum in it, so that helps justify the cost. I don't know. It's still Hermes. I find though with Hermes that their housewares and their silks are actually very reasonably priced. I mean, don't get me wrong, still expensive, but when you compare the prices of those at Hermes with the prices of similar things from some other luxury brands, I feel like, relatively speaking, they're well priced. So points to Hermes on those. And speaking of silks, Paul got this for me. Inside the Fashion File dust bag, of course, and this is hilarious, is the Fashion File file. And Paul told me after I opened this, he's like, that was in the box. Why would they include a nail file? So I had to explain. I have the little tag that was attached, and we have this little orange box. This is another item that was on my wish list. And of course, being in this little box, we know it's a Twilly. Get that lid off. There we go. And pull it out. Oh, can you tell which one it is? This is the very special, very limited edition, hand marbled silk collection from Hermes. Some of you know that I already have 2 other pieces from this collection. I have the 90 centimeter scarf, and I have the, did they call it a nano Twilly? The smaller one of these that kind of wraps around your wrist. But I wanted the regular Twilly too to be able to wrap around bag handles. And this one is perfect. I love the colors in these. Hermes always has the best colors. The original little tag that was attached was in the box with it. And then the made in tag is there, Hermes Paris, made in Japan, 100% silk, with the care instructions on the back. And then when you flip that over, you have the special edition pink on white Hermes Paris. And let's see if you can see this. Can you see right there? There's a little bee embroidered. You can see that one. So that's another special thing about these silks, this particular line, is they all have those bees in them. If you don't know about this hand marbling technique, it's very special and it's a really interesting process. So I'm going to link my videos below on the other pieces that I have, but I'll also link a video that Hermes put out showing the process. I highly recommend checking it out. This one and the other 2 pieces I have are both from last year's collection, the 2022 collection. They did release a new collection in 23. I think those pieces are all sold out. And I think they've had at least one other collection before the 23. So if you see some of the marbling that looks like it's different designs, that could account for why. And I have one other gift, and this one is also very special, and it's also from Paul. And it is, of course, a handbag. Now, this is not a luxury brand handbag. This is something that I also had on my wish list. It's from a seller on Etsy, and I will link them below. It has leather trim on the bottom here, and I'll bring it closer in a second. It has leather English bridle handles, similar to the Portland Leather Goods totes. And then the body here, which on mine is the same front and back, is made from a Pendleton blanket. The shop that makes these is here in Portland, and Pendleton, I've mentioned them a few times in videos, but if you're not familiar, they're known for their blankets, but they have a line of other things too. They are a brand that has worked with Native Americans to come up with these designs and create products around them. Their blankets especially are really special, and they are located here in Oregon. So I thought this would be a beautiful piece to have. And this is wool, I believe. And I love this particular pattern because it has so many colors, so it'll go with a lot of things. And obviously it's a very big bag as well. But let me give you a spin. So there's one front or back, the side. They did a great job lining up the patterns too. The other side, the tag attached. And then the other side, the bottom, the handles. And I'm very impressed with the quality of this bag. It's handmade, and look at the inside. It's all lined in fabric, and then it has two big pockets on either side, the front and the back, and it's beautiful. This fabric is really nice too. It's a nice thick textile. So there's that. Then on one of the pockets here it has the tag. It says Wool and Linen Mercantile, which is the name of the store. There's no zipper, which I don't care about. It does have a magnetic snap closure though, and I'm really happy with it. I'll get so much use out of this up here. So thank you so much to Paul, to my mom, and to my sister for all my beautiful gifts. I love everything. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas as well. Let me know in the comment section what you got for Christmas. What are the things you loved the most? Or if you didn't maybe have the best Christmas this year, what are the best things you've received in the past? Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Hope to see you back here next time, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye.